Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be doing my reaction and review for LEGO Ninjago Season 12, Episode 5, I Am Okino. If you would like to see my full reaction to the episode, then be sure to go down to the top of the description where you'll see a link leading you over to Google Photos where you'll be able to view my full uncut reaction to the episode, and then you can come back over here to YouTube where you'll be able to watch my full spoiler-filled review for the episode. So we're just going to get straight into it here, and this episode focuses on, of course, Okino, a new character here for the season, and he seems to be like a character who originated in Prime Empire because he's a guide basically through the 3 deadly challenges that you need to complete in order to defeat the Red Dragon, and I wrote them down as well so I wouldn't forget. The first one is the Forest of Discontent, then you have the Cliffs of Hysteria, and then the Maze of the Red Dragon. So basically it's Okino's job to kind of guide you through these challenges, and a challenger comes through one of the arcades, and he seems a little bit like a goofy guy. You can kind of tell where this is going to go, that he might be a little bit incompetent to these challenges. He's kind of more so not really aware of what these challenges are, and Okino's trying to explain it to him, but he doesn't seem to be taking it too seriously or really understanding the consequences that could come if you fail these challenges. So Okino kind of takes him through the challenges, and by the way, if I look over to the side, I'm looking at my laptop to kind of go through the episode so I don't miss anything, but basically Okino's warning him, and then he's like, I'll have to guide you through these, and this character just really isn't taking it too seriously. So they try to go through the first challenge of the Forest of Discontent, and at first they wind up losing a life. They wind up getting kind of like basically a giant like spiked rock like in them, and they keep getting knocked out by these, and basically they try again, and they wind up losing all their lives. And we finally get to see what happens when you actually lose your life in Prime Empire. I was about to say Ninjago, but within the game Prime Empire, and you see that you turn into basically a Rubik's Cube, and not a colorful one, just an orange one with a lot of blocks there, but no, you turn into like a cube basically, and then one of the Prime Empire like robot things comes and basically vacuums you up. So it's kind of like you disintegrate basically into a cube, and then it just swoops you right up. It just sweeps you under the rug like you never existed. So kind of interesting, a little bit dark that you just turn into a cube, but you know, that's okay, I suppose. But basically they go through kind of an idea similar to kind of like Groundhog Day, sort of. He's not repeating with the same person, but he's repeating the same process with different like masters who he has to guide through, and they keep on failing, they keep on being pretty incompetent. It was cool to see different designs though for the masters as well, because of course the designs within Prime Empire are really unique, because you can have cool color schemes on the hair, the outfits can be really awesome as well, so there's some really cool designs. And basically Okino keeps failing, he keeps going through the same processes again and again and again, and he keeps thinking it's kind of the blame is on him, even though it really isn't. It's more so these masters are just not very good at what they're trying to do here. They must be kind of noobs to like gaming basically, and so they're not doing too well. Okino's starting to feel a little bit down, and then a master comes through, but he's actually with his guide, so I suppose there are more guides within this world. And it's cool because his guide is actually in one of like the ice samurai sort of outfits. He doesn't look like an ice samurai, but like the actual armor is like similar to it, so I thought that was really cool, kind of a callback to the previous season 11. And he basically gives him some words of advice to Okino, because Okino's feeling down, kind of trying to inspire him that this is how you can be a really good guide for your master. And Okino really takes this to heart, and it's kind of strange he doesn't guide them, but I suppose that makes sense because that master already has a guide with him, who I'm sure would already be aware of these 3 challenges. Now we don't get to find out if they actually make it through, because we stay with Okino of course, but then you have another master comes through, and this master seems to be a bit more competent than the others, seems to be more serious about achieving these challenges. So they go through with Okino, and they're actually doing really well getting through most of them, and I honestly thought that maybe they would make it. And they get to the Maze of the Red Dragon, and that's when basically they're very confident. They're like, Okino's like, nobody's made it this far, this is like amazing. And then the Red Dragon, and what I assume to be the Red Dragon, I would guess that probably is, swoops down and just picks up the master and just takes them away, and they get turned into a Rubik's Cube as well, and get swooped right up. So yeah, they're gone. So Okino fails once again, and every time he fails, he puts his katana into the ground, and there are like hundreds of them at this point, and it's like, wow, I would not want to be Okino in this situation, but he's feeling really down. And then at the end of it, I kind of assumed this would happen. I was saying it throughout the episode that the ninja are probably going to show up, and they do. They come through the portal, and we get to see all of the ninja other than Jay. He's still in his superstar rockin' outfit, but the other ninja are now in their Prime Empire suits, which look really nice. They're not in their individual, like, personalized avatar outfits, but it seems like they've upgraded their ninja suits to kind of be suited more for Prime Empire, and now their masks don't have to be manually taken off. They can actually just kind of, like, digitally be taken off, similar to, like, Iron Man's suit, how it's kind of like nanotech. So similar to that, they just kind of come off, and they talk to Okino, and he's like, I've been failing and failing, and they're like, hey, don't worry, we failed a few times too, but you gotta just keep trying. And that kind of reinvigorates Okino's spirit, and now he's ready to kind of guide the ninja through these 3 challenges. So I'm gonna assume that they're gonna be able to get through the challenges. Now Kai, he is down to 1 life, so if he takes 1 misstep, something could wind up happening, but I'm gonna assume that maybe if something were to, one of the other ninja would jump in front of him because they have all of their lives. So I'll be curious to see how that goes. I really want to see more from Okino. I actually really liked his character. I would honestly probably give this episode a 5 out of 5. I actually really enjoyed this one. I thought it was cool to kind of be with Okino and this new character and find out more about him, and I think he's really interesting. So just very curious to see where his character goes, how much he'll wind up helping the ninja, if it'll be a role equal to maybe how like Scott's role might wind up being. They're kind of characters within Prime Empire, so I'm curious to see where that goes. But yeah, overall, it was a really well done episode. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on the episode down below in the comment section. And if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe. I would really appreciate the support. So thank you so much. I will see you all next time. And always remember, keep on collecting.